Good evening, everybody. So what I'm up here doing today is moving a couple cameras. This is a spot where I put a stand over there. I got a bunch of big deer on this spot last year, so I figured I'd try it out, but I haven't got anything yet. So I'm gonna move it back in the woods a little bit. Here's one of the mineral licks right here. So hopefully we'll pick up something big in here. There's usually some giants in here come later in the year, around November. But right now, summertime, not really getting much. They just picked all the wheat here, so hopefully them deer will start coming out here a little bit. We got soybeans out here to the right of us. We're gonna hang a few more stands on that. And after that, hopefully we'll pick up some big ones, but I'll start back up as soon as I hang this camera again. So hang tight. Alright, so back here in the woods again. We're about 400 yards from where I just last had the camera on another mineral site. I got another one here. This one's been here for a few years, probably 5 years now. So they're used to hitting this one a little bit more. Here's what that one looks like. It's basically just a big old stump that got uprooted. There's a lot of uprooted trees in here from all the storms and stuff, but usually if I'm going to pick up a big one, it'll be on that stump right there. This is the part of the woods where I messed up on probably a 160-inch 8-point. Just an absolute giant of a deer. Pretty old from history. I know him to be at least 5. That's a minimum on the age on that one. There's been a bunch of bigger deer in here that I picked up over the years that neighbors ended up killing. So this property butts up to state ground. There's some deer going right there. But this property butts up to state ground, so it's kind of hard to get around in here, and the deer are usually pretty leery, so we're just figuring it out as we go. Kind of starting a new leaf in here this year, doing things a little different. I'm gonna feed less corn. On the property that I bought, I'm gonna feed no corn at all. I feel like the more people that feed corn around here, the more leery the deer get, so we're gonna work on that, see how that goes this year. So I'm out in the wheat field now. This might be a place I might see if the farmer will let me plant some turnips or something. That's kind of like a cover crop for him, and it'll also help me out too. I'm gonna put a tower blind right down here. I got some of the Millennium towers, so we're gonna get some work done and hopefully get that blind up tomorrow. I'll film that if I do. Trying to be kind of quiet through here. This is a lot of bedding. It's super thick. The deer is always bedded in here, so just trying to be as low-key as possible. I don't really want to intrude too much. I don't really run very many cameras in here ever, just for the main fact that I don't really come in here often. So this is going to be the spot here where the tower blind will end up going. This is where I'll see if I can plant some turnips. So all this here will be mowed down, and then I'll place a tower blind over there behind them 2 trees. So this, I'll clear it out with a pole saw and get some sun in there. And then with that sun, I'll also plant that too. I might plant some chicory or something that grows in some shade. And then I'll take you guys along to the next spot that I'm going to plant a food plot in. So back here where I'm going now, it's about another 400 yards where I just put that camera at last. So this will also be a food plot. 3 years ago, I'd say, I planted chicory in here and it did really good. Ended up getting a lot of big deer in this little spot. It's kind of a staging area. This field used to be alfalfa, then they planted it to wheat. So, but it was a good staging spot for when the deer came out in the alfalfa. But it's not big. It's probably 40 yards by 40 yards, I'd say. It's not humongous, but it brings in some good deer in here. It's kind of in a transition between thick and open woods, so it kind of helps out where it's at. I'll show it to you here. So it's not giant, but it gets the job done. There's a big old walnut tree right there. That might be worth some money. But all this through here, I end up running it over with side by side, squishing it down. I will come in here and spray it, and then I'll plant some probably chicory or clover, something that grows in some shade. There's not really much I could trim in here to make it worth my while, but food plots do grow good in here, so I'm gonna do my best on it. It was just weeds, so I'll put some lime on it and make her what she needs to be. Farmer must be feeling American. 4th of July just passed, so they're wrapping American bales. It's pretty cool. But that's it for this video. Probably won't get very many views, but gotta start somewhere. So plan on doing some more land videos here soon. So I'll go out to my property and probably do some stuff out there. I can do a lot more out there than I can here. This is just a permission farm, but I'll get to it and bring whoever watches this along with me. See you later till next time.